welcome to Day One Patch Podcast, episode 186.
Let that one sit where
Your host, Ryan Johnson. That's Matt Lawrence. Adrian Petty.
What's going on?
Hi. Slow week.
Slow week.
Even though it's been like 2 weeks? 2
No,
weeks.
you were only gone away for a week, weren't you?
So it's been 2 weeks. Been away for 2 weeks.
There you go. One episode away. One
Yeah.
I almost said one sleep, but that doesn't make sense.
Many sleeps.
Many sleeps.
It's been many sleeps. Many moons have passed. Stories in the news. Valve has removed almost 200 games from Steam, but for a legitimate reason. Ataribox, new info came out, including a game release window, a console release window, and a price range. Also, they're announcing a new Indiegogo campaign. So we'll talk a bit about that. A new PlayStation VR headset has been announced with some minor changes. A PlayStation president has stepped down, and Overwatch information. That's what we got going on. Also, it's not really a query corner. I have it there.
It's an ideology. We can get into that later.
It's a topic, and it's a news story.
It's a controversial point.
So that will kind of bleed into each other. But anyway, what's new, guys? It's been 2 weeks.
I bought some stuff
You bought some stuff.
that is still sealed that I have not opened.
Tell us
And
about
you
the
will
stuff.
not be opening.
I promise you, Matt. I will this time
You
tomorrow.
also promised me you're going to play Fallout 4, so...
You can't prove that I won't. Like I can still follow through on it. I never said when.
That's no fair. You could be playing it under like your deathbed,
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, the promise has been broken.
like 60 years from now, and
That's
you'd be
fine.
like, "Look at this, Matt."
That stipulation.
Matt's already dead,
I'm
obviously,
already
but
dead,
yeah.
That stipulation was not put in. Anyways, I bought on impulse.
I just picture you going to Matt's grave and just tossing the Fallout 4 game on his grave there.
and then walking away
Yeah.
and doubling back for a spit on the grave. And then
Jesus Christ. Spitting on my freaking proverbial grave here.
I bought on impulse an iPad Pro.
Yeah.
It's a big impulse.
They had
purchase.
some pretty decent sales on Best Buy.
It was a fucking ridiculously good deal. It was normally $1,000.
Yeah, they weren't the fancy new ones, but they were nice.
Yeah. Normally $1,000 are on sale. They're on clearance for $600.
Yeah.
That's Canadian. So
Yeah.
I went and swiped my credit card pretty good. I haven't opened it yet. I bought a case for it. And I still haven't opened it. And then I got my SNES Classic Edition. Yay!
Missing
Where's your
that,
nest,
yeah, we're
bud?
missing that first one.
They said they're bringing them back for
Where's
summer
your
2018.
fucking nest?
Matt, shut up. All right, I didn't get one. I'll get one in the summer. They said they're bringing them back, but it's 21 games. I can't give you a review on it because I still haven't opened it. Other than that, I've been playing some Overwatch, getting some gold for the upcoming Halloween event, and
Which is like nil. Like, you're not getting any fucking gold.
I know. The upside is because of this new system is I barely get duplicates. I get gold. So instead of getting
what?
duplicates, which would give me gold, I am at least getting new items I don't have. So that
The problem is, though, I want the newer items that I don't have, and
Technically,
I wish to pay for those.
with this new system, though, since you're not getting... Marty and I actually were talking about this, is if you're not getting as many duplicates and you, like, just played Overwatch, you know, that was like your nightly game, and you kept getting loot boxes over and over again, you would eventually get to the point in which, assuming they're actively getting rid of duplicates, which it seems like they are, you would eventually just like...
It depends on how the algorithm works.
yeah,
though.
I think if they just dialed down the duplicate rate.
But the thing is, though, is if you had like 75% of every character's stuff, right, then you would have only 25% of the items left. So when they add a new item, you have a significantly better chance than
Yeah.
someone like me, who like has like 20% of everyone's
Yeah,
shit.
so I think what was happening before is it was literally just a random draw of everything. There was no modification on anything. I think what they're doing now is it's probably like a 70-30%. So I'm getting.
I'd actually say it's stricter than that. I don't remember the last time I got a duplicate.
I got one.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Out of the last 20 boxes, I maybe got one.
Yeah.
It's been, but which is a good thing because now if I'm getting a bunch of Halloween boxes, that means I'm not going to get a bunch of Halloween duplicates. I'm going to get new Halloween stuff.
But a lot of the time, though, you're not getting duplicates, but you're just getting like sprays, and like voice lines.
Do those Halloween boxes only give you Halloween items?
No, you were guaranteed one.
It's guaranteed one.
That's not great.
That's how it's always been, though.
Yeah,
I know, but it's still not great. Like the idea of that is not great.
But
sometimes you get two?
Yeah, or you get one. I think it was a Christmas one. I got all four of them for Christmas.
Yeah, you
items.
theoretically could, right?
Yeah. Again, it's a drop like anything else. So I've been playing that. I'm getting hyped up for fucking Gran Turismo Sport.
Which you won't play for months.
I promise you, day one, that is going in.
If I don't see your little play status, I'm calling you.
What if he's set to offline because he don't want to be bothered as he
I don't
immerses
care. I'm still
in
going
the
to call
GT
him.
universe?
It
Yeah.
means I'm going to call him.
Yeah.
Share his screen.
I'm
Share
mostly
play.
I'm mostly pure offline on PlayStation anyway.
Yeah.
I very rarely actually go online. It's one of the best features they put in there, so I can just hide from the world.
Which should have been their day one, but
Yeah. That's me.
Matt, what's you?
Been working my way through The Sopranos. Got a pretty good chunk done. Like I got like a season. I want to say a season and a half, but I think it's less than a half.
That's
now.
an old ass show.
It is old. You
were telling me about the DVDs, them stealing DVD
they
players
were
and
stealing
stuff.
DVD players, and it was like they're like, look at the resolution of this stuff, and like stuff like that. And then like recently now they were fighting over who was going to be on the internet because it was using up the phone.
The phone, yeah.
And it was AOL, so there's that whole thing. So like it's kind of like a little bit of a blast from the past, I guess, but pretty damn good. And then what have we been playing?
Destiny.
Yeah,
Some
that's
Destiny.
Right. Yeah, Destiny getting a little boring already.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I think I'm already temporarily done with that game until the DLC comes out.
Well, here's the thing, though.
I am also probably done with Destiny altogether after this.
Here's the thing, though. I don't think you're power level 260 yet, right?
I think I'm 242 or something. Like
So
that.
once you get to 260, you can do the Nightfall. So that's something we still can aim for.
There's still stuff to aim for, but the problem is the fact that like we reach the end game and it's just like, oh, do these activities over and over again.
But
Like I understand that's the grind.
what was the division?
I understand that's the yes, but do these activities over and over again, and here's like a shit ton of activities. This is very much like, what do? I just like I do my mission, I do my meditations, which are redoing missions, and then I can do the Crucible, I guess, which is just your PvP, or I can like go do a strike, which is too low level for me now. So then I have to like wait for people to get good stuff to do the Nightfall, which is very challenging.
Yeah.
Like the Nightfall and that type of stuff is fine, but like I don't know. I think I just the wind has been taken out of my Destiny sails. Like I don't feel the need to boot that game up. I never go like, man,
Can't wait to
really
get
need work
home
toward
and,
this.
and play Destiny in one of those feelings.
What's that?
One of the best. The way I know a game is good is when I'm away and all I can think of is I can't wait to get back home to play that game.
Yeah,
Destiny never had that really.
it's just, yeah.
Maybe a little bit during the beginning, but
Well, Shadow of War is coming out, and like
Yeah.
I'm more excited for that
yeah.
because I want to like see how to build an army and stuff. I don't really care.
I wasn't excited until this week. I love the first game, and I've always been excited for this new one, but I wasn't truly excited for it until this week.
That's weird.
Yeah,
It's probably because you didn't know when it was coming out, right?
not consciously, right?
Yeah, you just knew it was like the autumn or like the fall. Right?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't know. I might pick that game up day one. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Are you picking that up day one? I assume. Yeah.
Because I mean, if we're scaling down Destiny now,
I'll play it multiplayer. Like
I guess Overwatch is
will
gonna
play
pick
it-
up,
I
right?
will play it when one of you play it.
Have you played the first one?
What, Destiny? No, no. So you said.
Oh, you're talking Destiny.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will play it when one of you play it. Other than that, I don't. I think I'm done.
I mean that is fair. I did hear like a lot of people say like they literally did the story of the first game, leveled up a bit, and they're like, okay. And same sort of deal. And then like Connor, one of the people who play with, he said the same thing. Like he's not done, but he said the same thing. He's like, it's fun and everything. Like the game is like well put together, I guess. But there's just like it's just.
But why did we play Destiny 1 so much after completing the campaign?
I think
We played it forever. We played a million strikes.
because remember they did that update where they had like the different like levels of difficulty of strikes. So then like you and I like went back in and like did the harder ones.
Yeah.
Because strikes were getting too easy, but then they had the multiple, and then they had like other stuff. Like I don't know, this game it just seems like they have a lot more of the in-world stuff, like when you're free roaming the EDZ or whatever, and it's very like I'm sorry, but it's very shit content. Like patrols are just like go here and press square, or go here and kill this guy,
Yeah.
or like public events come in and see like stupid milestones, like oh just do public events. You do one and it's like fuck, it only did like gave me like 7% or whatever, so you're gonna have to do like 1,000,000 of these, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you do that. Like Adriano and I went back and forth, kept fast traveling back and forth to do these public events. We did the same 2 public events probably 5 times each to get the milestone.
Mm-hmm.
Get 1 legendary engram. It's not even great. You throw it in the grinder and you move on.
Yeah.
It's like come on, man. I don't know.
It was super. I loved it when we started it.
It's just,
thought it was
it's
great.
just the end game. I think the end game. I think is weak.
But that's the struggle for any MMO, right?
But like how like when since when is it acceptable to be like, oh, the story takes 5 hours, and then let's make them grind for items for doing three or 4 activities.
I think the problem is that just the Destiny world is boring. So as soon as the purpose goes away, right, you're left in this desolate, boring world.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you're not wrong. Like I used to love running strikes, but I think literally the fatigue of even the first game is still with me.
Mm-hmm.
Where I'm just like, okay, well, I've done this.
Yeah, but I still do have a desire though to get better gear.
I still want to get better gear. I
It's
want to
just,
get better.
do you have the
shaders.
desire to play the same strikes over and over, or you know?
That's the thing. Well, that one day when we were doing the Nightfall and you lost connection, so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna I literally just turned on a podcast
Mm-hmm.
and just like walked around. Not ADZ, I think it's the one moon where you turn
Ion?
on like the water generators.
Titan.
I think it might be Titan. Yeah. I literally walked around Titan
Mm-hmm.
and I just did like all the lost sectors, grabbed all the chests, and I like did a couple I think I had like a milestone or 2 there, and I was just like, okay, well, like I mean that's it. So like now these chests are done, and I could redo the lost sectors, but like it's still very much the same thing where it's like go into this like room that's like kind of hidden, but you know where it is now, and then like go down there and kill a guy, and then like open the chest.
Yeah.
It's like since when is that quality content?
Mm-hmm.
I think is my problem with the game, but.
So I was away last week. I went to the Adirondack Mountains and spent a weekend in a cabin.
Played Destiny the whole time?
No. There's no cellular connection up there. I mean, in the cities there are certain locations have cell connections, but otherwise it's just kind of how it was.
How it was?
Yeah, how it was before humans.
I mean, although you were watching Narcos, I don't think they were watching Narcos.
No, yeah. Actually, that was a really good idea because I was like, I don't think if I didn't download them and watch them in the Adirondacks, I don't think I ever would have finished Narcos. But since I had nothing else to do up there, I was watch some episodes of Narcos.
That's fair enough.
I get
Fucking load up your iPad on.
yeah, I get quite a bit done of stuff I normally push off when I go to the Adirondacks, which is nice. Finished a book, which is great.
Jesus.
Yeah, so pretty good. And I've been playing the Battlefront 2 beta. Now Matt has some issues.
Yeah.
My issues weren't with the gameplay. My issues were just with the menu system and stuff like that.
Yeah, it looks like poop.
Yeah, it looks very
Yeah, it doesn't
bad.
look great.
The hologram. Whoever made the hologram decision, fool.
Not everything needs to be in a freaking hologram. Like, the intro can be fine, but, like, not everything needs to be in that freaking hologram.
Yeah, because things just look blurry then. And I was talking to you, is like the text looks like it's on like a CRT. You know, it has that wavy look to it, and it's because they're trying to make it look like old Star Wars timey. You know,
Yeah.
but it just doesn't work. It's like, why am I looking at this in 4K when all the text is blurry?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
I thought the game
the first game was so focused on look how our beautiful models, how much accuracy we put into these, and this game's just like, don't look at that anymore. You know what I mean?
I mean, I guess they're trying to get, like, gritty because of the story.
Maybe. I'm a bit worried about the story too because they haven't shown much of it. Now maybe that's just because they want to avoid spoilers. You know?
Have you read the prequel book yet?
No.
Are you?
I'll read it. I don't have to read it before though.
I honestly feel like this game is gonna kind of flop. I don't know. I find
I pre-ordered the deluxe edition.
well, like
Yeah, me too.
I feel and with the same with the other EA Battlefront too.
I get socks with mine.
Anyway, with the other Battlefront as well, I find that the controls are not as tight. And the other Battlefront felt like a big war. We were playing and like I didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, well, I mean, Naboo is kind of a crappy planet. I don't know why that's the one they're showing off. You
But
know?
it just didn't seem like I was like missing and crap when I like normally would have been hitting them. I don't know why I can't aim down the sight in these games. Like it drives me insane that it's just like the camera zooms in and that's my aim down the sight.
Yeah.
That drives me insane. So I don't know. I might skip this one.
That's how the original Battlefronts were.
I know, but they felt different back then. I feel like that may have been the time.
Well, they were pretty much only third person, weren't they? You couldn't play those first person.
You can if you go in the options. But they were by default third person, and you had to go into the options to do it. But like that's the thing, and I don't think that you aimed on the sight back then either when you were in first person.
You wouldn't, only if you had a scope. It's the only time you.
But like I mean I don't know. It doesn't feel as tight. Like something like Battlefield 1 is so much better to me because like I'm aiming down the sight and it's like the controls seem really tight. People were saying, like I was watching some videos. People were saying how the gameplay had improved, but I actually felt the opposite.
I felt no different to me. Slightly different. They obviously tweaked some stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, it felt like the original Battlefront to me.
Yeah,
I did like the level on Takadana that we played.
Which one was that?
The only other one we played with the had like the trees and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Maz's castles there and stuff.
I actually did well. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't care that much about the characters. I don't know. Maybe it's that.
But it was cool seeing the First Order stormtroopers though. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Other than that, we've been doing the Destiny, and that's about it, I think. All right.
Good old Destiny taking all our time with the same strikes.
Yeah. All right, let's hop into the news for the week. First up, we have Valve removing almost 200 games from their Steam library. Now, what they removed, 173 to be exact, from a game company called... Where is the name of the studio? Silicon Echo Studios. Now, you may be asking, why did they remove all these games? And apparently what some of these studios do is they release a bunch of these crappy games. Well, I don't mean crappy, but they release a bunch of these games. Some are free, some are in like cheap bundles, some are paid. But what you do is, it's not really about paying for those games or even really playing them. It's getting the collector trading card things and then trading those on the Steam store.
Seriously?
And yeah, apparently this is like a big deal or something like that. And so these games aren't really real games.
So this collector trading card is for like a bulk purchase?
Or
like having, like I assume having a bunch of like games in your collection?
Mm-hmm. Maybe. I don't know.
That's really freaking weird. Like I know that people do the trading card thing, but I really didn't think it was like that.
And that people would take advantage of that. It's amazing how many people, like how people find these loopholes in systems.
And they just like
it's
go
incredible.
Ham. And that's a really niche system too. Like you could go your whole time in Steam and not have any idea what the hell the trading cards are.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So apparently this forced the studio to shut down because there goes all their games. No.
That's amazing.
Some of these games were also sold by a connected company called Zonatron Productions. And that that studio had released 86 games on Steam. Now, what leads them to like figure out these games are fake is that they constantly reuse the same assets. So the developer just makes a bunch of assets, they toss them in different locations in a game, and then pump it out on Steam. And they just make hundreds of these, which is nuts.
It's dirty, but you got to give them credit for.
I don't know if I'd give them credit. Like they're kind of being a little scummy there.
Don't you think that you were smart enough to think of this? But don't you wish you were smart enough to?
Not really. Like considering they had to shut down immediately means they at least in my opinion probably didn't make much. Like they didn't have enough like capital to sit there and be like, okay, let's make an actual game. They're just like, oh shit, and then they just like shut down. Unless it was like one of those things where it's just like, well, we made our money. I don't know.
Yeah, so they could pick up these games to collect Steam's virtual trading cards and then resell those on the gray market. Polygon explains it as the trading cards don't fetch much, as little as 25 cents, but with enough sales, the figure could grow substantially, and developers get a take. So in a statement to Polygon, Valve said that they
oh my god,
they confirmed the removal of the games and pointed out that they have a full team dedicated to these kind of purges. And they said these accounts were generating a lot of reports and frustration from customers and other developers. It turns out that the bad actors were all the same person operating under different accounts. The whole setup.
A little bit of a game mafia in there or something.
I'm amazed that they have a whole team working on this too.
That's ridiculous.
What do they do? Just like search through the library and
it's probably their like anti-spam and they, ban people and crap.
All right, next up we got the Ataribox, which we haven't heard about for a while now, but we got a release window and a price range. So first off, it'll be powered by a custom AMD processor with Radeon graphics technology. It will run Linux, supporting customized, easy-to-use interface.
But Linux? I thought it was Android.
Apparently it's Linux now.
Alrighty.
It will be a full PC experience, so you can also use it to stream content and listen to music or whatever else you might do on a PC. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
I think this
Although that's kind of like what you wanted, right? You wanted just PC at your TV.
I'm interested.
Which you could do now if you wanted.
Yeah.
What happened to those Steam boxes, eh?
I mean,
remember how everyone went nuts over them, and then
they're probably still going, but
no one's talking about them though. 'Cause there was no market there.
I have a feeling, and like I mean, I didn't follow it too closely, so don't quote me on this. I have a feeling that Valve is very much like they don't really follow through with their projects. They're like, we have this new Steam box thing with SteamOS, and then they like get really hyped up, and then over the year that like hype slowly like peters down, and then they're just like, oh, it failed.
But even the Steam box is not necessarily made by Valve, just a PC manufacturer who wanted to make a affordable PC console for your TV.
Those like are still around. Like you can definitely get them. There's like pre-built like Corsair computers,
yeah,
Asus ones and stuff. So that like that mentality is still around.
Yeah.
And I think like I mean maybe more so than it was before. Mm-hmm. But like the whole SteamOS thing, as far as I know, flopped.
Yeah. Atari said that the Atari box will come preloaded with tons of classic Atari retro games, along with current titles from a range of studios. Specific titles will be announced very soon. In general, Atari says it has lots more to share in coming weeks. They're launching a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo in the fall, so you'll be able to take a look at that and see what you can get for your donations. And they haven't released a funding goal yet. Now, they're saying that they're crowdfunding because they want users to be a part of this launch and a part of the history, part of the story. I just think they want money. Are you really a part of it just by giving money?
I mean, unless they're giving us something specific.
Like, I'm not coming down to Atari and like looking at their designs, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, like unless they're giving us something specific for the
just investing in
tiers.
Yeah. So the price range $250 to $300 apparently.
Holy Christ!
It will ship in late spring 2018. Is that too much?
Yes.
No, it's not.
I'm curious though. It's coming preloaded with a bunch of retro games, and they said current games. Why is it coming preloaded with current games?
I don't know. That's what concerns me.
And is that the end of it?
I really hope not.
Can I add new games?
I really hope so.
Like it's strange. I can't remember whether we thought it was Android. I mean, I guess Android.
Thanks for the responses, Adriano.
What?
That was it. I hope not. I hope so. Yeah.
Well, like I can't remember whether we actually like we either just assumed it was Android. I mean, I guess Android is kind of like Linux, whatever. But
You're the only person I heard call it Android.
I don't remember. Like we talked about this a while ago. Like I don't know. But like I mean, well, Android makes sense because of the Shield.
Okay, they're saying this is like a PC though,
but it's running Linux.
Running Linux. So can I only play Linux?
Guess so.
Supported games.
If it's like a full Linux like that, it's not like some like random like super modified.
I don't know if I want one.
So this is the
because
thing. Like,
I'm not.
What the hell is this?
I'm
thing?
not really interested in too many of those retro Atari games. I'll play them once and then never really touch them again.
SNES Classic wasn't $300.
No.
So like, what the hell is this thing?
Well, I mean, if they wanted to make, I think they already do make a original Atari, like an NES Classic.
I have one of them.
Yeah.
Is it? It's not by them though, right?
No, they outsourced it to another company. I play it occasionally. I also still have my Activision Anthology disc by my PS3.
I think there's a mini Commodore out there, and I think it's using the actual Commodore system.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So it's not emulated. It's you're running native Commodore games on there.
Yeah, they announced that recently.
That's pretty cool.
But like, what the hell? Like, what is this thing? Like, what market segment does this fit in?
Well, they're saying they're going to release more news or more information soon.
The fact
because there's still questions that you're open. You're right.
Like, well, the thing is, like, why are you withholding this information at this point?
Because I don't know if they want to make too many promises yet.
How many promises can you make?
Because they're still developing
Linux
it.
And there's some games on there.
They're still developing this thing though. Because that's why they're launching the Indiegogo campaign.
I have a feeling the Indiegogo is to gauge it, and I wonder if it's like pending cancellation. Like if they're like, oh, it didn't gain much interest, be like, sorry guys, we're done with this.
See, if it was a little cheaper, I'd probably just buy one just to have it sit there.
But it looks weird. I don't even like the look of it.
I just want the wood paneling. That's all I want.
The original, like I have an original one. That looks nice.
Original's nice, yeah.
This new one looks weird.
Well, they're trying to make it modern and retro at the same time.
I don't know, man. This feels like a flop to me. Like already.
It's not going to take off. It's not going to compete with the PS4 or Xbox One or the Switch, obviously. But
No, but who came up with this and what is it targeting? I understand there's still blanks.
People like Adriano who love retro games.
But are you going to spend $300 on a Linux computer that runs retro games?
When I know more about it, I'll make a decision. I don't know more. I don't know.
Are you going to spend $300?
I said I don't know. That's not a yes, Matt. That's just saying I don't know.
You can run retro games on your current PC.
Matt, I said I'm not saying I'm going to buy it. I'm saying I don't know.
No,
why
no, but what I'm saying
am I getting lectured
No,
here?
but what I'm saying is do you not have an opinion on that? Like would you, if you didn't have a PC and you could buy a PC, would you seriously take $300 of your PC budget if you were planning on buying one and buy a Linux Atari PC? Realistically speaking, that is a no for most people.
Would I buy an Atari issued system that ran Atari games? Yes.
For $300?
For $300, probably not.
See?
But hold on a second. We still don't know what else this thing does.
No, absolutely. There's still holes in this, and we're assuming,
Yeah.
but that's my 2 cents.
That's pretty steep price.
That's too steep. In Canada, what it'll be, $400?
Yeah, $250.
It's the same friggin' price as PS4.
$250 be okay.
No.
It'd be like $350 in Canada.
$99.99 at the most is what it should have been.
No,
Absolutely.
I say $200 at the least.
Why are you defending that? The frickin' SNES and the NES Classic are not that much.
But this does more than that.
But this,
though.
but
People are
this
gonna
has
be treating
but
it
this-
like that.
But this has current tech in it. That's why.
Ugh, what a mess.
But
I know-
that's another thing, though. This thing's only let's say it's $300.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to buy you the greatest PC hardware.
That's what I mean.
And so, if you're planning on playing what they call current games, what are you going to be playing?
What the hell is happening?
Yeah,
It's probably gonna be like
Is it gonna be friggin' Asphalt Nitro on there? Like,
yeah, it's going to be.
Like frick.
Anyway, I guess we'll wait to hear more from Atari. Spring 2018 is the current
I'm at least
ship date.
interested. They've piqued my interest.
Yeah, for sure. We just need more information. All right, PlayStation unexpectedly announced a new VR headset model. Now it's just a model. It's not like a whole new. It's not the
It's like a
PlayStation
hardware revision.
Yeah, it's not the PlayStation VR 2. It's just a hardware revision that has a new model number. But all it updates really updated design that enables stereo headphone cables to be integrated with the VR headset. A slimmer, streamlined connection cable. I guess that was a pretty big problem with the first one, is having all these cable management issues, right?
Right.
So I guess they streamlined that a bit. And the one of the biggest complaints was actually that the original processor for the headset would not send through your HDR signal. So if you wanted to play your PS4 Pro, or I guess even your PS4, and have HDR playing while keeping your headset plugged in, that was not possible.
Well, the PS4 didn't have HDR support.
It does. It was an update. They released an update. It has.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Never mind.
So now the new processor will supports HDR pass-through. What's kind of bad about that is that all those early adopters who also have an HDR TV, right, were they expected to buy a whole new headset? You can't just buy the processor either.
So the only real like HDR change is literally with that little box thing.
Yes. And what confuses me is like Sony must have known they were working on HDR content. Why did their VR
they
team?
make TVs for Christ's sake.
Why did their VR team not know about this?
they make fucking TVs?
Yeah,
I'm sure some Sony TVs have HDR.
Oh yeah.
What the hell is happening?
Maybe they're not communicating. Maybe they want to sell you a whole new headset.
Well, no one's going to buy it for HDR support. I'll tell you that. Unless someone was for some reason holding out because they didn't want to do that cable swap.
But now seems like the better time to invest in the PlayStation VR.
I think
I don't have HDR, but I'm saying for people who do.
Do you think VR is going to go anywhere?
No, I
Ryan,
haven't since the beginning. I haven't thought it was going to go
Ryan,
anywhere.
buy VR headsets so we can try it down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like VR is already dead in the
Yeah, I've
water.
been saying this since they first started talking about it.
It's too much work to like set up a bunch of crap. I'm gonna go play Fallout. Let me get my Vive like tower things.
If we learned
clear my area, like
if we learned anything from like the 10 years of motion control, is that people don't want crap. They don't want to do stuff. They just want to sit there with a controller in their hands.
the biggest like evolution that's like caught on is like kids are good at using touchscreens instead of controllers.
Yeah.
That's literally it.
Unless they were literally a pair of glasses you just pop on and you have VR. You know?
I think that's why AR is taking off.
Yeah. Although I don't see a future in that either.
AR, I'd say definitely.
I don't know.
Because you could do a voice chat while you're like, or like not a voice chat, a video chat, and you can have the person in your like your top right vision and while you're walking.
Me and Marty were talking about this, and I never even thought about this, and this is super cool. He was talking about if you had AR glasses that you could put on and see through into the real world, right?
Yeah.
You could download themes for the world.
Oh, that's cool.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
That'd be
Like
cool.
a steampunk theme?
Sure.
Or a Star Trek theme?
Yeah. Wouldn't that be incredible?
Oh,
Yeah, once they get good
That's
at it.
that's
once they
probably
get good at
that's
it.
probably far into the future, but that could be possible.
That probably isn't that far in the future. They already have like creatures and stuff that react to the environment. And
No,
stuff.
but what you need though is like the glasses would have to recognize almost everything, like a building. It'd have to recognize that building and then change it to like look like a, I don't know, whatever, you know?
I mean, but they would be able to at least do like almost like a texture pack
Yeah,
right now, probably. Yeah, that's pretty good.
that would be amazing. And then you
That's
could just
pretty
live
damn
in your
good.
own world. Download the '70s theme for me. Done.
Damn it, man.
What? Don't you have your fans of stuff, right?
I wouldn't theme the world. I don't think it'd bother me.
Really?
Yeah, I just all right.
You can also delete people.
We couldn't do that.
Yeah.
It's
say-
it's
you
AR. You,
type
can
in-
add stuff. You can't delete people.
No,
No,
you
no.
type in don't show me Adriano,
And just like get pixelated.
and whenever I
up.
see him, I don't. Yeah, I want to see him.
I walk into them. Ugh.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds great. Like
Anyway, there you go. Sorry for the original PS4 or PSVR owners if you have HDR. I think it's going to be, I don't have the price here, but I think it was like 400 American. Something like that. In more PlayStation news, PlayStation president Andrew House has decided to step down after a long run with Sony and overseeing a lot of the PS4's success. He was there for all that. I don't know. We didn't see too much of Andrew House because at E3 it was either Jack Tretton or the new guy Sean Layden. Andrew House was kind of there for the other stuff. He's the global CEO of Sony Interactive Entertainment.
yeah.
I think he was there for the PS4 Pro announcement.
I know who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's stepping down. The deputy president John Cordera is taking over as president. So we'll see if this is a new page for Sony.
Maybe he'll actually
Now-
like read the spec sheet and make sure HDR is in the first version.
I feel like Sony does need or PlayStation, well, Sony in general, but PlayStation specifically because this is a gaming podcast. But I feel like they need something to change. Because if you look at the PS3, the end of the PS3 era, Sony was on top
Right.
in terms of their marketing. Everything was working for them because
Yeah.
they caught up to Xbox in sales.
Yeah.
Right? PS4 comes out, it's a big hit, but it's felt stale to me. You know what I mean? It's like they got on top and then didn't know what to do with it.
But I wonder if it's one of those things where they got on top and then it's like they're like, okay,
We don't have to do
literally
anything?
They literally just took a hiatus.
Because at the tail end of the PS3, they were kicking out amazing first party titles.
Yeah.
There hasn't been that amount of amazing first party titles on this generation.
But like I think
Horizon, I think, and I
they're
guess
seeing
Bloodborne.
they're seeing
Uncharted
Xbox like
4.
struggle to
Yeah.
like reach that point.
Hmm?
They're seeing Xbox struggle to reach that point.
Yeah, what happened to this generation?
But like, why would Sony move if they're probably like getting ready to move and then like Sony like Xbox does something it doesn't help them.
Fucking
And Xbox does
Microsoft
something
had
else doesn't help them.
Recore and Rome and
A Rise?
Rise, whatever it is.
Rise, son of Rome.
I don't know. Something happened. Maybe is it just because the last generation was so good that this generation just
Maybe.
isn't
We
doing
need,
it?
We need another 2007 of gaming.
Yeah.
2007 was fucking awesome.
Although I have no like real desire to go back. I've never been like, fuck, I'm gonna go back to my console because I'm missing this game or something.
What do you mean?
Like this generation isn't like so blah because like it's not like
There's been a
I'm
lot
going-
of great games. Don't get me wrong.
But like it's not like I'm going back and being like, oh, I'm gonna boot up my PS3 today because I have to play this one particular game. and it's like missing or something. Like it's not when I go to play a game, I'm booting up an Xbox One or a PS4. I'm not going to boot up a 360.
No, of course not. But it's just I don't feel like there's just been that amount of innovative game creation this generation.
Yeah.
Everyone's kind of played it safe, it felt like.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't been any landmark new IPs launched.
Honestly, like the biggest revolution we're seeing is the freaking loot boxes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Everyone's hopping on board with them loot boxes.
Is that solely Overwatch's fault?
Probably.
I wouldn't say solely, because like even mobile games started doing it.
But like loot boxes always existed before Overwatch. Why now did they become so popular?
Because Overwatch is fucking great.
Yeah.
Or like somebody noticed, like some like suit one time noticed, he's like, wait, second players are like playing RPGs and they're going into caves and they're going into get a loot box or like a treasure chest and there's a chance of having a good item. He's like, now what if we could sell them that gamble? And hence loot boxes were born. Maybe.
But my problem with other loot boxes and the Battlefield 1 in particular,
those are trash.
it's garbage.
Like they are trash. And like when I receive a loot box in that game, there's nothing I'm working towards. It's all trash.
The thing I like about the Overwatch ones is they're tangible items. It's like, here's a new skin, here's a new voice line, here's a new spray you can equip and use in the world.
And Overwatch was built around loot boxes.
Yeah.
So it's different.
But then you go into something like either Battlefront 2 or Battlefield 1, and it's just like, here's a new skin for your gun. It doesn't feel the same. If I had a character in Battlefront 2,
yeah,
and it's like, oh, I could change the skin. If I got like, let's say Ray had a bunch of different costumes.
Yeah.
And then those I could get those in loot box. That's more fun to me than unlocking a new star card or whatever it is.
Or like the diorama.
Star card with a...
Or are they called star cards?
I don't know.
I don't know.
This already sounds stupid.
No, they had star cards in the first game.
Yeah.
Is that what they were called? I don't know what they were actually called.
Star cards? I'm going to say star cards.
It sounds familiar.
It's probably star cards.
Yeah.
I'm just getting sick of, and this kind of leads into the query corner later, but I'm literally getting just sick of not like, how do I explain this? I'm getting sick of not being able to earn something like by doing it. Like in like a game, it'll be like, oh, climb to the tallest mountain, and at the tallest mountain you'll get like this sword because it's like hidden in the snow. Then it's like, oh, I went up that mountain and grabbed this. That's pretty cool. And then now it's just like, or you could just pay $40, open 20 loot boxes,
Or just passively get them.
and like hopefully get it, or like, oh, I'll be playing and like I'll kill a rat. Just so happen to get a loot box and then be like, oh, I got that sword.
$40 did get me all of the Overwatch skins for...
I still can't believe you did that.
I can't believe it either.
I cannot believe you did that.
Oh, yeah.
Why the hell can't you believe? You're the one that did it.
I know, but I was sitting there hating myself.
I don't feel like you were.
No,
Because
I wasn't. I was enjoying every minute of it.
Did you just hold down the fucking X button and just pop them all?
No, and I probably could have saved money if I was a little more brave with air quotes there. Because I was buying the smaller bundles of loot boxes in the hopes that I would get the items I wanted.
Oh, there should have been a cutoff where you were like, I'm going to buy this middle one.
Instead of buying like packs of 5, I should have just went for the pack of 20 or whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah. To maximize your chance.
Because then, you also get savings. The more loot boxes you buy, the lower the price is per loot box.
Yeah, or why not just buy them all?
There's every loot box.
Just buy one of every package, on every event.
No, I just wanted those original, or not the original, but the
vintage looking
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
You wait till the next anniversary update. I want to see what they do that one.
Well, that wasn't the anniversary update. That was I didn't really like a lot of the anniversary.
Sorry, not the anniversary. The uprising. Events.
Uprising, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like. No, I'm done. I'm just not gonna.
Well, speaking of Overwatch, the Halloween event's just around the corner here. Starting October 10th and running till November 2nd. This will be on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. And we've already seen 2 of the new outfits for McCree and Reaper. And Reaper had a cool one the first Halloween. And you're looking to get that one, right, Matt?
Yeah, I like the first one better.
I'm excited to see all the new costumes.
Because the legendary skins for the for Reaper, Mercy, Junkrat, and Roadhog are based on the PvE event that they had. Matt, you weren't.
No, Marty was telling me there's a PvE event that's probably going to be happening again.
It's called Junkenstein's Revenge.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what it is, it's one of 4 characters, so it's only a team of 4, and you get to be Anna, Hanzo, McCree, or Soldier,
Okay.
and it's you against all of Junkenstein, take on Victor Frankenstein, all of his creations.
Frankenstein.
And then throughout in between each one of those waves, you face off against a boss. You face in this order Reaper, and then the Reaper. He's called in that one. Then you face the Junkenstein's monster, which is Roadhog, and then you face off against Junkenstein himself, and then the witch Mercy comes on in and brings them all back. And then you face against off all of them together.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
It's fucking difficult.
That sounds cool, though.
Yeah, it was fun. And then there's a easy, medium, hard, and super difficult. And not only do you get, I think there's a trophy for certain difficulties, but there are exclusive sprays, like the Halloween sprays, that you could only get by completing certain difficulties.
When does this event, when does it start and when does it end? What's the duration?
So it's going to start Tuesday,
November 10th.
November 10th.
Or sorry,
so if you're
October 10th.
Sorry, yeah.
November 2nd.
Fucking Shadow of War.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this Sunday,
This is killing me.
2 days from now, and it's probably going to run up until the Tuesday after Halloween.
November 2nd.
Yeah, they'll probably change over on the Tuesday. So that's like 3 solid weeks, 2 weeks.
Still not enough, especially with Shadow of War coming out.
Yeah, but
which I'll probably be playing more of.
Nah, me.
I think I might try to do a push. I might try to get to 100. I'm pretty close to 100. And then I would
100 what?
like level 100. I'm almost level 80.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then
That would be 20 loot boxes.
Is it?
Yeah.
If I was, I'm almost 80. I'm assuming I'm 80. I think I'm actually like 79.
And then you do your arcade wins each week. That's an extra 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, do it. I won't be playing Shadow of War. I will be playing Overwatch right up until Gran Turismo comes out.
Maybe I'll have to push Shadow of War back my purchase date.
So the little video showing off McCree and Reaper also was accompanied by a poem which reads, "The nights grow cold and monsters appear. A great evil gathers and Halloween draws near."
That's pretty good.
Yep. All right, let's hop into our query corner, which kind of has to do with what we've already kind of addressed.
It's a specific story as well.
I was unaware of this story, but Forza 7 apparently is raising some controversy over their microtransactions and loot box system, as well as their VIP pass system.
It was a big mess. Big mess for Forza 7.
So now I just briefly read up on this. Let me see if I can unpack this a bit. So there's been significant changes to the way you earn credits to unlock everything in the game. So before, in the older games, I guess you could change all sorts of settings in the game to up the challenge,
like a night race.
to up the challenge and earn more credits, more cash for driving at night. Apparently, that system's gone away and been replaced with mod cards found in loot boxes, consumable items that do the same thing in more convoluted ways. You cannot buy loot boxes outright yet. Apparently, there's been strong hints that it's only a matter of time until that's possible.
I was watching a YouTube video today just to chime in. That somebody said that Turn 10 already said once they have everything balanced, they're going to unlock like a token system, which is like a microtransaction currency.
Mm. But you can't buy these loot boxes.
Not yet.
You
because
earn
the tokens
them, right?
are not in the game yet. Apparently, I've never played the game, but so from what I heard from like it's a couple of news sources is that the tokens will be added. They'll be patched in, and then the tokens are the premium currency.
So you buy the tokens to buy the loot boxes.
So we assume we don't know whether they'll be for sale for tokens
Right.
yet. But probably, let's be serious.
Wait. What are you earning in game? You're
earning like the right to like drive at night.
No.
Credits.
Like you're earning. There's
You're earning credits.
Okay, are there tokens, loot boxes, and
No. Okay, hold the phone. There's credits. Okay.
which is
Well, this is the old game. The old game used to earn credits.
You still earn credits in this game.
They're saying this is gone.
Credits?
It's being replaced with mod cards found in loot boxes.
No. Wait a second. Hold the phone here. We got some confusion. Credits are the money in the game.
Yeah.
They're the money.
Which is apparently being replaced by mod cards found in loot boxes.
Credits are gone
That's what this is saying.
because VIP. I think there's been some kerfuffling because of the place that I listened to said that you get more credits with the VIP.
Oh, yeah. The VIP pass which players used to use to pay extra for in order to secure a permanent 100% credit boost for their loyalty.
Apparently now now it's consumable.
It's been transformed into another type of limited use consumable with only 25 uses total.
There you go. Yeah. So before it was like you buy VIP and you're VIP forever. Now you're not. But anyway, so credits I believe are still in the game, are they not?
I think so, because it's saying that the VIP system is how you earn credits or
Okay.
earn more credits.
And then you buy loot boxes with credits.
I would imagine.
Okay. So the controversy for a baseline is the loot boxes for the things like night racing, and the fact that they're going to be introducing tokens, I guess.
Okay, so
and the VIP pass.
Okay, so you don't get more credits for doing night racing. You get a loot box for doing more challenging things. Right?
Is that right?
I guess so.
Well, hold the phone here.
And then you can get mod cards.
Well, what the old game was, in the previous game, it was like, oh, I want more credits, so I'm going to make the game more difficult. So you'd like turn off your braking line, you do blah blah blah, and then you would like be like, oh, I'm gonna make my race nighttime.
Yeah.
So that's harder for me to see. Now it sounds like, oh, if in the loot box I'll get a card or whatever the hell it is to be like, oh, I'm going to add the modifier nighttime race, and then that'll give me more credits.
Right.
But before you could just turn that on because it's more of a challenge. Now you have to earn it. Earn the right in a random like gamble. Earn the right to do that.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Well, people seem to be pretty frustrated with this. I've never played Forza really. I don't know how much use those credits are.
Credits are money in that game.
So that's how you buy.
That's how you buy cars. That's how you buy parts. That's how you do everything.
So you really just need credits.
Credits is money.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to be a professional racer, so you need money to like do everything.
How badly are people freaking out over this?
It was all over like a bunch of news feeds.
I haven't been tracking it, so I don't know. But
because apparently I also read somewhere that apparently like the Microsoft like found out about the VIP Pass stuff and they made them like more clearly label it somewhere because apparently like it either wasn't labeled or wasn't clearly labeled, and then people were just like using it and they were like wasting it because it was like I guess theoretically it'd be better to use it later in the game because then you get like a credit boost,
right?
But like apparently now like people had wasted it early because they just thought, oh, it's like.
And is it 25 and done? You can never get another 25 uses.
Apparently.
And then you pay, right?
Yeah. No, well, I also heard that apparently they're going to be patching it.
Okay.
So that's a bit of rumor. I think I don't know for sure on that.
Yeah.
But the main problem is those loot boxes. Why the hell do I have to earn a card to make it nighttime and like whatever other modifiers I want?
Yeah.
Like why the hell is that a thing?
Yeah.
These loot boxes are getting out of control. Like they're out of control.
They're in Shadow of War.
They're
in the single player Shadow of War.
It's out of control.
Yeah.
Literally, like the evolution of gaming has become, oh well, like we need money, so how do we do this? Okay, let's do microtransactions.
And now, can you kind of understand, like a part of the reason why I love my old games because they're just turn on and you play. That's it.
But there's also less in them.
So,
I also don't get the same joy of playing them because I've already played them.
Yeah,
playing something new is more fun than.
But the problem with new games is that it's literally just become like a gouge fest. Like literally,
you know what this feels like?
The next evolution is going to be like, how do we get more money out of loot boxes? You know the best way to do that is you have to buy a subscription, and then we'll give you 5 loot boxes a day.
Oh, that's gonna be.
And you can't buy loot boxes individually.
This feels like the controversy with last gen, which was first of all they started introducing those season passes. Second of all, the online passes. Remember those deals?
Fucking online passes.
Yeah, so this kind of feels like a new take of them trying to find ways to get more money. You know,
I understand they're a business, but there comes a point in which it's like I'm not going to buy this. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's too much. It's too much. And I remember like researching how indie devs in like when they want to make an app. They were like, oh, like how do you like entice people to buy premium currency? And they're like, make it so that everything is like obtainable. So like make it so I can obtain premium currency, but it's obviously at a rather slow rate. Mm-hmm. So then like I'll gain 100, I need 150, I don't want to wait, so I'll buy 50 or whatever. Or like it makes me feel like at least I can earn it. But like now it's like almost gotten to the point where it's like they've like skewed that model and they're like, oh, but you can get these loot boxes or you could just like buy them and then you're gambling. Like before it was like premium currency and I'm buying what I want. Now it's like, oh, I'm buying the chance to do it.
The problem is, though, they make more money with microtransactions. Nintendo learned this kind of the hard way.
What do you mean?
Is they both had Super Mario Run, and they had
Fire Emblem Heroes.
Fire Emblem Heroes. Super Mario Run had a paid system where you had to pay for the actual app. I think it was like, what, $15? Which is actually pretty steep for an app nowadays.
It was like, after conversion, like 13, 14 Canadians. It was $9.99 American.
Okay. And then the Fire Emblem had...
no system.
well, it had microtransactions.
I thought it didn't have any microtransactions.
It has microtransactions.
Oh.
Now, less people downloaded Fire Emblem, because obviously not as popular as Mario is, but they made more money off of it.
Because people are buying this shit.
People don't want to buy a game outright.
Because it's $9.
Yeah.
They want to play it for like a while and then be like, you're like locked in.
So if you're a business looking at the statistics, what are you going to go with? The one that makes more money? Fewer downloads makes more money.
I feel like this is like a psychological thing almost. One guy, we were playing Pogo, and like one guy, Pokemon Go to be clear, and we were doing raids, and the one guy literally said like, he's like, I would stop now because I don't want to buy raid passes, but he's like, literally, I have every other legendary. It'd be stupid for me to stop now. So like, I wonder if it's literally one of those like psychological things where it's like, well, I already have done this to this point.
For some people who are like collectors like that, who like want everything.
That's the thing. Well, especially in a Pokemon game, like freaking gotta catch them all.
That's the whole point.
Literally.
That's the whole point. Yeah. So I don't know how this stops, and it's like every. It's not even like you can just stop playing those games. You know, they say vote with your wallet, but then you can't play anything.
Anything.
You can't play anything.
They're
now.
just doing it now. It's the same with the online passes. People were like, "Oh, just don't support EA," but then Ubisoft started doing it. Like everyone just goes and does it. So it's like, "Oh man, let's just all do it at once."
Now, thankfully, they did stop that though.
They did stop it. I think there was actually probably some legal ramifications that they didn't realize because it wasn't there like a lawsuit or something back then.
Well, you advertise the game as having online, and then you buy it, and it's like, oh, you can't play online unless you pay for this, and you got to pay for PlayStation Plus and for, well, not at the time, but then they had to pay for Xbox Live Gold. You know what I mean?
It's just it's like getting to be too many steps.
Yeah, that's a weird concept when you think about it too. Here's your system that can connect to the internet.
Yeah.
Here's a game that advertises you can play online. But you have to pay to play it.
Yeah,
online.
but you're playing online with PlayStation Network, not just playing online.
I know that, but it's just a weird concept.
I think it may be a weird concept that we've grown used to.
Well, yeah, we're all doing it now. Even PlayStation did it when they were actually promoting that they had a free online network.
You know what I want to know? Actually, bringing it back to Forza, I want to know: did they seriously think this wasn't going to get backlash? The VIP pass is kind of like a shitty deal. But I think, personally, the loot box thing is probably the worst.
What I think is they probably knew there's going to be backlash, and they're probably just going to wait it out.
That's almost what every company does. All right, just stop tweeting and stop going on Facebook for a bit. Or just do what Bethesda did. We don't want paid mods. Literally, they were posting stuff about, like, Fallout Shelter, and all the comments were like, we don't want paid mods for, like, a while. They don't give a fuck. Clearly, they don't give a fuck. They're selling survival freaking mode in Skyrim. They're selling it.
Yeah.
That was free on freaking on Fallout 4.
Yeah.
I want to see a fully microtransaction Bethesda game. I don't want to be able to earn a single unique item without paying. You get the chance to buy this key for 99 cents, and you could buy a loot box. Hopefully, you get something good.
You get a chance
looks
to
like you
buy
got
the
some
key.
fucking Choros chitting.
Yeah, you got a chance to buy the key. You get a chance to walk through the right door. And then you have to use the key on a chest, which may or may not break. And then it's a draw within there.
And then that game will be re-released 15 fucking times.
It's pretty bad on what's the soccer game?
FIFA?
No, the cars one, the one with the
Rocket League?
Rocket League. So you win chests.
Yeah.
But you had to buy keys to unlock it and then get a random item.
Do you guys get my principle now on microtransactions?
Oh yeah, I've never liked microtransactions. They're getting out of hand now. Now it's like this, the open Pandora's box, and it's just
serious.
taking
Yeah,
over.
it's serious now. Like this is fucked. Like it was like microtransactions were like you buy stuff. Now it's like, oh no, yeah, you have to like
lottery for it.
Now you have to freaking lottery for it. That's insane.
Yeah. So I don't do it.
And you know what I would do if I was a game company? The first
it.
thing I would do is say, okay, you're not allowed to buy loot boxes. You're not even allowed to earn them. You earn them, but they're behind a subscription wall. And you have to subscribe for 6 months, and then we'll unlock your free loot boxes. That's the best fucking way to do it.
It might be around the corner, Matt.
That's the next. That's what Overwatch 2 is. I guarantee.
No.
There's not going to be an Overwatch 3.
Blizzard's pretty decent.
Yeah, Blizzard's okay. There's not going to be an Overwatch 2.
The fact that you can't buy a
there'll be-
freaking skin in that game pisses me off.
There'll be an Overwatch version 2.0 eventually, and they'll do like a massive overhaul of the game.
Yeah,
but there won't
yeah.
be an Overwatch 2.
Well, I mean, if there's a new console generation, they may have to, right?
No, they'll probably just roll it over.
No, but how do you if they change the architecture?
Yeah,
They're not.
You're kind of boned.
They're not going to change the architecture. Every console from here on out is going to follow the same architecture.
But what if
hoping.
the disc doesn't work?
Then you buy the game digitally, but everything that you have will just like roll over.
Yeah, I guess that's
Yeah,
possible.
they're not going to. From here on out, things are just going to roll over.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
All right. I guess that's all.
Are you gonna buy Forza 7?
No, I've never been in the Forza franchise. I downloaded the free to play PC version on the Windows Store. I never even launched it. I'm
Jesus
like
Christ.
because I wanted something to hold me over for Gran Turismo, but I'm like fuck it, I'll just wait for Gran Turismo.
People say it's better.
What Forza?
Yep.
I don't know the stuff news that came out of E3. People seem to be really enjoying Gran Turismo.
I'm sure they're enjoying it, but
It's good for
people
you, man.
say Forza's better.
I'm a Gran Turismo guy.
Gran Turismo, you can't fucking turn in that game.
You're not supposed. You're not supposed
You're not
to.
supposed to turn in that game.
You're not supposed to.
Hey,
just-
when I played Forza, I couldn't turn either.
It's a sim. Are you mean like turn around or like make it?
I can't
make a
physically turn in that game.
You're supposed to.
I can't physically turn left or right. I just like, what's
can't-
happening?
You can, Matt. It's a simulator. You're supposed to. You can't just go off the rails like an arcade.
I hit the brake. Hit the brake going 3. What the hell's happening?
Then you go down to 2.
No, he's not wrong. I've seen it happen.
I don't mean gear 3.
I've
I mean like 3
experienced it.
kilometers an hour.
I've experienced it. Yes,
Like, tire squeal, spun out, going 3.
but it happens in Forza too, though.
I know.
And then you mod the car, and then you go adjust your car.
Because I don't think these cars are meant to turn
They're
left
not.
and right. They're simply meant to turn 1 degree to the left
Yeah.
and 1 degree to the right.
Yeah, you're and you're supposed to do the circuit turn. You know what the circuit turn is? You go if you have to make a right, you go as far left as possible.
So you turn straight, right?
And you're turning as straight as possible. So you're drifting into it. So the point is you're cranking your wheel as little as possible. That is the circuit. That's what the circuit turn is.
yeah.
I'll just play
I
my,
don't even know if that's what it's actually called.
play
but
my
that's
asphalt on my phone instead.
You play
The motion
arcade.
controls
I don't,
is the-
yeah, I don't have a problem with arcade.
You can tap
But-
now.
Yeah, no, that's gross. All right, that's it. Episode 186.
Gran Turismo Sport.
Hit that subscribe button. Email Matt all your complaints, and we'll see
the
you
hell are you
guys
emailing me?
next week. Bye.
Don't email me. Peace.